Hi, welcome back to Anna by Crafted Threads. In the previous video, we created these modern crochet coasters, and today we are completing the set by making a matching crochet holder basket. This basket uses the same flat polyester cord and creates a sturdy structure that works perfectly for home decor. I just need to take it double. I will combine pink and gray. This holder can contain up to 8 coasters. If you're planning to make a smaller amount of coasters, I will give you some instructions on how to modify it. As I mentioned, I'm taking this yarn double, and I will use a blend of fuchsia pink and dark gray. I will use 4mm crochet hook with it. I start by making a slip knot and chain 5. Next, I'm going to insert my hook into the chain 1 and join the row. Next step, chain 2, and this counts as a first double crochet. Next, I'm going to place 11 more double crochets in the center of this circle. I've got 12 double crochets in total, and now I'm joining this row. I insert my hook into the chain 2 of my first double crochet. Next, I chain 2 and start another row. I'm placing a double crochet into this same stitch. And now I've got 2 double crochet stitches. Next, I'm going to place 2 double crochet stitches in every stitch of the previous row. So in the second row, you're going to have 24 stitches. Once you've got 24 stitches, join the row. Now I am at the row 3, so I chain 2 and I will place a double crochet into the same stitch. One double crochet into the next stitch, and this is the pattern I'm going to alternate. 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 double crochet into the next one, 2 1 2 1 2 1. You can use any other familiar circle, diagram, or pattern. It's completely up to you. The main thing here is to have 5 rows of double crochets to match the size of the coasters. I'm about to start the next row, so chain 2 and a double crochet into the same stitch. Next, I will do an increase only in 2 stitches. So into the next stitch, I'm placing just 1 double crochet, and I repeat it again into the next stitch, only 1. And into the next stitch, I'm placing 2 double crochets. So the pattern is 2 1 1 2 1 1. And here you can see, as I mentioned before, you need 5 rows of double crochets. I am on my last row now, so I chain 2 and I'm placing a double crochet into the same stitch. I will place only 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and after that I will increase again. So 1 2 3, and in the next stitch I'm going to increase. I will place 2 double crochets. And if you're doing everything correctly, each increase will happen on this first double crochet of the increase in the previous row. The bottom part of the holder is now finished, And I'm just trying my coaster sizes if it all fits. Yeah, it does. Next, I chain one, I turn my work, and I will place single crochets only into the back loop for the entire row. No increases, just single crochets into the back loop all the time until you finish the row. This ribbon will create a more stable base of the basket. This way it stays stable, nice and really flat. Please pay attention on how I am going to join this row. Try to do that as seamless as possible, and also if you know a better way of connecting the rows, please do it your own way. I'm also going to add a row of slip stitches after I finish the basket. Next, add one more row of single crochets. So basically it's the same. You chain one and you continue single crochets in every stitch. But to pick the coasters easier out of the basket, we need to leave the opening. I won't finish this second row. Instead, I will leave 7 stitches between. My other basket has a bit of a narrower opening, but you can make it as narrow or as wide as you wish. It's completely up to your taste. I chain 2, then I turn my work, and I will proceed with double crochets for the entire row. So I will place a double crochet into every stitch until the end of the row. The basket started taking a shape, and I really like how it's turning out. In the next row, I'm planning to add a slightly different pattern just to make it a bit more interesting and add some texture. It's best if you have an even amount of stitches for this pattern. All right, let's get to it. Chain 2, turn your work, and at first we start with a double crochet into the next stitch, into the first stitch. Next, I skip one stitch and place a double crochet into the following stitch, and then I go back to the previous stitch and place a double crochet there. So I cross the previous double crochet with this one. Again, I skip the stitch, I place a double crochet into the next one, and then I go back and place a double crochet into the previous stitch. Please continue this pattern until the end of the row, and your very last stitch is going to be just a simple double crochet. This pattern also adds up to the stability of the basket. And that's how I'm finishing this row. So I place 2 double crochets, 2 crossed double crochets, and my last stitch is a simple double crochet into this last stitch. That keeps the edge of this opening more straight and neat. If this height is enough for the amount of the coasters you're planning to make, then you can already proceed with the last finish row of single crochets and then the slip stitch. But I'm going to add 2 more rows. So I'm going to add a row of double crochets and a row of single crochets, same way as before. I've already done that, and I came to this last stitch, so I'm adding 2 more to create this turn. this curve, and then I'm placing 5 more single crochets along the side of the opening. Please try to remember where exactly you're placing your single crochets so you can do that symmetrically to the other side. I'm trying to pace it at a similar distance, and in my case these are 5 single crochets, and then I come to this corner. I'm going to crochet 2 single crochets together. So I will insert my hook first, and I will not finish the stitch. I'll leave it on my hook, then I insert my hook into the next stitch, and then I crochet it all together. I pull the thread through all the loops on the hook. This way it will look a bit more smooth, and then I proceed crocheting a single crochets along this lower part. As you can notice, I'm struggling a little bit with describing what I'm exactly doing, because when I did that, I kind of improvised to make it look smooth and flat and nice. So now I'm just trying to figure out what exactly I did so that you can actually understand what I've been doing. And I came again to this curve, and I'm repeating the same. So I'm placing 2 single crochets together, and then I need to place also 5 single crochet stitches along this other side, and I'm trying to do that at exactly same locations where I placed 5 single crochet stitches on the other side. I'm a perfectionist, so I really like things to look symmetrical and nice and of the same size. So yeah, that's my personal treat, I guess. All right, 5 stitches done, and I came back to the very first stitch, and like on the other side, I just placed 2 more single crochet to create this nice curve. This basket holder is almost finished. My last touch is to add a row of slip stitches along all these single crochet stitches. It will give you additional stability and a better shape, and just a better, more sturdy look of this final row. So just go ahead and place slip stitches along the entire row, and I will meet you at the end of that. So I came back to where I started my slip stitches, and this is the last one I'm placing. And next I'll show you how to connect, how to join these slip stitches seamlessly. The same way we actually finished the coasters, the very last row while we were crocheting coasters. So I grab the yarn, I pull it through the next stitch, and I need to pull it through exactly the same spot where it came from. So I create this additional stitch, this additional braid, by just pulling the thread through it. And look how seamlessly it looks. No knots, no disruptions. It looks very nice, flat and neat. I only need to weave in all the ends, cut the thread, and melt the ends with a lighter. Also repeat it for the bottom part if you haven't done it yet. One last touch, you can add a row of slip stitches to the bottom. Thank you so much for crafting along with me today. I hope you enjoyed making these matching coaster holder baskets and that inspires you to create your own handmade home decor pieces. I love how this project started with an unexpected material and turned into a complete set of useful and beautiful items. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next project. Bye!